Hello, hello. Hello, Dana. Welcome, welcome.
Debbie.
Good to have you on here tonight. Let me just switch over to Facebook. See if I can live stream this. My phone's going crazy today. Let's see.
Whatever concerns the applicant around. Is any cabinet back on board? Yes. You guys ready to move forward with the IPO? Yes.
Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Try this again. Just take a moment to mute your phones if you've got background noise. All right, started here.
My recording is only as good as the material I'm working with. So just because of the angle, I'm only able to interpret a few of these changes.
Welcome, welcome, Janelle and Wendy, Dana, and there's another iPhone here that's not yet showing me your name. So jump on and tell me who you are. We're glad you're here. All right, I think we're there, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome, welcome to all those joining us on Facebook and all those joining us on Zoom. If you have not already downloaded the free Zoom.us app, I encourage you to do so. You'll have a little more private talk on here. I can see your comments a little bit better, but I'm happy to do both, all right? So let's jump on here. And we're talking tonight about our new Adaptiv line, and I'm really excited about this. And for those of you who have used the Adaptiv line, I hope you will openly share your experiences with us tonight and let us know what's happening with you, how you are benefiting from this new line of Adaptiv products. And I just realized I need to go grab my Adaptiv. Hang on a second. So I have on my mind tonight that you need to have your Adaptiv where you're using it, right? So that it's easily incorporated into your wellness lifestyle. And I'll tell you where I keep mine. So I'm opening my purse. That's where I keep my Adaptiv roller, okay? And I love the Adaptiv roller. I love to rub it on my pulse points. I love to rub it on my brainstem. I could use some right now. Okay, or my temples, the back of your neck, rub it up into your brainstem. On my temples here. I love the ease of a roller. I actually love the way it smells, so I kind of roll it everywhere. But I love the Adaptiv. Fantastic. All right, who else is on here? Who wants to share? Somebody's wanting to talk, so go ahead. If you want to talk, go ahead and jump on here and share. Okay, now I have the 15 ml bottle. That was over by my diffuser. I have the Adaptiv capsules that I have in my bathroom, okay? You can have them in your kitchen or your bathroom where they're easily used and available, all right? So you want to have your products where you're going to use them the most, and then it'll make life easy, right? You're in a wellness routine, so forgive that oversight that I forgot to gather them together before I got on the phone, so. All right, so let me bring up my PowerPoint for just a minute. We'll talk about Adaptiv first, and then I want to open it up for questions of any kind that you want to talk about tonight, all right? I have my stack of books here on the table beside me, and we'll answer questions, and I'll show you how to find natural solutions for your specific goals, all right? I think you'll appreciate that. So this is really about you tonight, but I've had a lot of questions about Adaptiv. So we'll allow a few more to get on here, and just take a moment to text somebody that you know that would want to hear what we're talking about tonight, somebody that you know that maybe has stress in their life. I know I do, and probably you do too, and you probably know a few more people that have stress in their life. I actually messaged several people tonight and encouraged them to jump on with us. You probably know somebody who struggles with some anxious feelings from time to time, maybe some depression. Adaptiv is really, really good for that. If you feel overwhelmed from time to time and you know somebody else who does, give them a text and get them on this phone call, all right? And they'll be blessed because of that, okay? So Adaptiv was one of the new product lines that was launched here at our convention. Actually, let me go back there and move our pictures out of the way here. And if I could just have some help screening for comments and questions, that would be awesome. So, all right, so here we go. All right, so Adaptiv was launched at our convention this year, and I believe the timing was divine. I have said for a number of years, it's not if you feel anxious feelings, it's when you feel anxious feelings, right? And so I have been so grateful to have these. So I have just returned from Europe. I have been in Prague for the last 8 days, had a little mishap with the airport in Paris where I missed my connection. And so I got to spend a night in Paris. Too bad it was late at night that I wasn't able to see any of the sights and any of the cuisine, your famous restaurants. But at any rate, I did have an opportunity to take a nonstop flight from Paris to Salt Lake City. That was a good aha moment for me. It's like, why didn't I schedule this to begin with? 11-hour flight time from Paris to Salt Lake City in the air. And it was kind of interesting watching where we were at across the flight path. That was really cool. But the Adaptiv came in handy, and I took it with me. It was in my backpack. I transferred it to my purse when I got home last night, and so that I had it available today. But at any rate, it's something that I've really learned to appreciate. I was taking the Adaptiv morning and night in Prague. It was a pretty intense training that I was there for, and it really helped kind of soothe my upheaval of emotions as I was there, and certainly helped when I missed my flight, just soothe my anxious feelings, my disappointment, my tearfulness. So at any rate, I was grateful to have this line. Okay. So let's take, all right, so here's the trio pack, and you can purchase the Adaptiv line just like this, all 3 products together, and it will save you some money. And so I encourage you to consider doing it that way, all right? It'll save you a little bit of money when you purchase the trio pack. And so it's a full line to be used together. The capsules taken 1 in the morning or 1 at night, or 2 in the morning, 2 at night, whatever you feel like you need. The bottle reads that the dosage is 1 capsule. And so you can take that when you need it. But I find actually that I've actually run out of Serenity soft gels, and I've been using it with Copaiba at night also to sleep, and it's been helpful that way too. I diffuse the 15 ml bottle. I roll on the roller bottle, as you just saw, and so I have it going. It was in my diffuser today. I have it going all the time, and I really do like it. I find that it just helps me be a little more chill, and we're going to talk about that advantage. Here's the individual products and their costs. These are US dollars, and so you can take a look at that, all right, and see what your thought is. When you buy them individually, you'll get a little more PV value, but you'll save a little bit more money if you buy them collectively, all right? And this is going to be something that we'll be using. So let's take a look at what's in this blend. Now, it's interesting to me that this has been something in the making for several years with doTERRA, all right? This was not just an overnight, we ought to put these oils together, right? They've been testing this for some time. And so you have some really fantastic oils here mixed together, okay? And so I'm just gonna dissect this just a little bit, all right, for you. Because rosemary is one of my absolute favorite oils for mental clarity. I have it in my shower, and I love dripping a few drops around the shower wall as I'm showering to help me wake up in the morning and have a little more mental clarity, all right? I find that it's supposed to help with my memory. Too many files open at times, okay? But rosemary is the oil of knowledge and transition, really great oil. Spearmint and wild orange together is a nice wake me up, kind of like peppermint and wild orange. Sometimes I'll do spearmint and tangerine as a nice wake me up. But spearmint is really fantastic. And spearmint is, hang on, as I turn the pages here, is the oil. I'm the wrong way. Hang on a second. Spearmint is the oil of confident speech. Would that be helpful if I'm feeling anxious, right? Lavender is fantastic. And there's some great studies to show that lavender is fantastic for, that it works actually better than the benzodiazepines, which is the kind of the tranquilizer medications, okay? So lavender is well known for that. And lavender, you're known how calming that is, but lavender is the oil of communication. Neroli is a fabulous oil. I absolutely love neroli. It's from the orange blossom of the orange tree. Petitgrain is from the leaves, neroli from the orange blossom, and wild orange from the fruit peeling. And so neroli is the oil of shared purpose and partnership. And magnolia is the oil of compassion. Now, I just want you to think about those oils together, all right? The benefits of each one of those, all right? The oil of compassion, the oil of communication and calm, the oil of shared purpose and partnership, the oil of, what did I say? The oil of confident speech, rosemary, the oil of knowledge and transition. And then we have copaiba. Oh my goodness, I have had so much blessing from using copaiba, and it is a fantastic oil for so many things. The oil of unveiling, and then wild orange, the oil of abundance. Mix all that together and get the emotional benefits of this blend, and it is magnificent, okay? And so the oil blend actually has great benefit to really affect our emotions, our thought process, our behaviors. It works off of the limbic system in the brain, which is the emotional center of the brain. And so it's a really fabulous one to just calm us down. My boys would say, calm your jets or take a chill pill. And that would be a really, really helpful thing with this Adaptiv line. Okay, so wonderful combination of oils. Individually, those oils are all fantastic for supporting us emotionally and well-being and our mental capacities. And collectively, we have an incredible blend that absolutely helps us adapt to whatever our circumstances are. So it helps us just adapt and flow with life rather than getting all uptight and upset. Now, interestingly enough, the capsule has oils in it that are different. We've got lavender and wild orange that we saw in the Adaptiv blend, but now they've added coriander and fennel. I want you to think about what coriander and fennel are for, okay? Now, I think of the digestive system. So when we get uptight, what happens in your digestive system? Because I'll tell you, I know what happens in my digestive system, and it just kind of sets it on alarm, all right? Heightened state, everything kind of slows down. I get a little bit knot in my stomach sometimes. Sometimes I feel even a little bit of nausea and upset tummy when I'm feeling uptight and anxious. And so they've added the coriander and fennel. They're also really good for supporting the endocrine system of our body, the hormonal balance of our body. Fennel in particular, but coriander is really great to support the pancreas. In fact, I received a phone call today from one of our team members that was asking me about pancreatic cancer. And coriander is one that supports the pancreas. Not necessarily the cancer, but it can support the cancer because it supports the pancreas, all right? And so we harbor feelings of anger, feelings of frustration, feelings of not enoughness in our pancreas, and the coriander is really good for that, all right? So, so we have these 4 oils, and in addition to these 4 oils, we have some other fabulous things in the capsules that are really phenomenal. We have ahi flower, we have GABA, and we have sclerotium root. And so we have some, we're going to talk about all of those today. Let's see if it has, okay. So, yeah, those oils are better together. Let's go back to these, okay? And so we have in the capsules, we have this ahi flower, which is a really potent, what would you call it, a land-based omega oil, all right? Kind of a vegan omega oil, land-based, and it is really potent. And so when we give the body the omega oil, what does it do for us? It helps with the brain capacity, right? It helps support the endocrine system, the hormonal balance. It's actually really calming on the tummy. And so it's a really great omega oil that really helps us function a little bit better, have better brain function. And we have 170 milligrams of the ahi flower that's shown there in the picture, right? Now we have 100 milligrams of GABA. Now, what does GABA stand for you? You can actually be prescribed GABA, all right, for brain function. And it actually puts on the brakes on the brain when we're in a heightened state of awareness and alertness, actually, and in fight or flight. It just kind of quiets things down, just kind of puts on the brakes and helps us be more calm and at ease so we can think more clearly, act more responsibly, really handle ourselves a little bit better. So that is kind of the chill pill, right? Then we have 15 milligrams of sclerotium root, and that's really tough for me to say. I have to really work at that. 15 milligrams of sclerotium root, all right? And that really supports the neurotransmitters. It really heightens that serotonin effect. It actually facilitates our overall well-being in the brain chemistry. And so that's a really fantastic combination. So what have you experienced, all right? I'll tell you what I've experienced. Within about 20 minutes of taking these Adaptiv capsules, I just feel kind of chill. Life comes at me, and I just kind of respond a lot better. When I'm feeling really uptight and anxious, taking the Adaptiv capsule really is effective. I love using the roll, and I really do carry it in my purse. I carry it with me everywhere, all right? And I use it often. I use it multiple times a day whenever I'm feeling uptight. And I don't think you can get enough of this, but this is diluted. The roller bottle is diluted with a fractionated coconut oil, ready to be applied for anybody and everybody in your family. It is a touch roller, so it's safe for the little ones as well as the bigger ones, the older ones as well as the younger ones, all right? And then the Adaptiv. Now, a suggestion that I was given recently was that if you have an empty roller bottle that's you washed and cleaned out and taken off the stir or whatever, consider putting a little bit of Adaptiv in both bottles and having it at various locations in your home, all right? So I keep this one in my kitchen, and I keep the roller bottle in my purse, okay? But having another bottle in my bathroom would allow me to put it in my bedroom diffuser too, which I do, but I'm carrying it from room to room. So to make it easy, you can do that, okay? Now, in fact, I don't think I have a slide for that, but there's a really great combination that you can use in your diffuser. You can use the straight Adaptiv, which I have been using, but another one you can use for sleep is 5 drops of the Adaptiv, 2 drops each of frankincense and Roman chamomile. And that's going to really help you just relax, go to sleep. So forgive my yawns. I'm still on European time. And right now we're about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm starting to feel those chills like I used to feel when I was working night shifts. So I'm not adapted yet back to our time zone. So you'll just have to be a little bit of forgiving tonight, okay? So at any rate, I wanted to read just a little more on the fennel. Fennel is, see what the emotions book says about fennel. Fennel is the oil of responsibility. And coriander is the oil of integrity, all right? So this really, so it really helps us function in our best capability when we're using this combination together, all right? So we've got the internal use, the topical use, and the aromatic use right there in that 3-pack, all right? Really fantastic. And so for any children over the age of 8 years, they can take the capsule. That's what it says on the bottle anyway. And so keep them handy where you're going to use them, all right? Now, if you happen to be using any medicinals for mental health, then consider separating the dosages by a couple of hours, but consider very much partnering with your physician on lowering your medicinal dose over the course of about a month or so by incorporating the Adaptiv products into your wellness routine. All right, we've known several here that have actually been able to get off of their medicinals, you're working with their doctor and then incorporating these products into their daily routine. All right, so if that's a desire of yours, then really partner with your doctor in doing that. Okay. Now, Dr. Danielle, that's her name, Dr. Danielle, all right. She gives a 5-step emotional processing method that I think would be most helpful. Now, I've been working with women in childbirth for about 35 years now, almost 35 years. And I do this with my doula clients and my childbirth couples, where I incorporate this 5-step processing method. So here's what she recommends. First of all, apply the essential oil topically, and she recommends starting at the elbow crease, okay? Why do we start there? Why do they take our blood pressure with the cuff above and the tubes over the middle of our elbow crease? Because there you have your larger vessels, all right? So applying it to those larger vessels down the arm to the wrist, pulse point of the wrist, allows it to be readily absorbed, and then rubbing it in allows it to be readily absorbed into the bloodstream, okay? And it readily crosses cellular membrane. So forgive my yawns, you're just gonna have to put up with me tonight, okay? And then she says apply, diffuse it aromatically. As you're applying it and rubbing it in, you can diffuse it just by breathing in from your hands, right? And then thank the emotion for coming up. Thank you, anxiety, for calling my attention that I'm feeling a little bit fearful or a little bit unnerved about what's going on at this moment, okay? Thank you for watching out for me and putting up my defenses. And then love the current emotion. You know, that's a reminder for me to check myself and to give myself some grace, right? And then actually command it to leave. Command the emotion, the negative emotion, the fearful feelings to leave. And then replace that emotion with hope. So this is the 5-step method that Dr. Danielle Daniels recommends. Okay. So hopefully that's helpful for you, all right? Like I said, they're great together, and then you want them when you're going to need them. If you know you get anxious with studies or a presentation or an interview or a doctor's appointment, if you know that you get anxious going to the dentist's office, you know how you respond to certain circumstances, then you want to have it readily available for your use, okay? And then keep it where you're going to find it most helpful. Okay, so I'm going to stop my share for a minute, and then I'm going to open it up to you. And I'm going to invite you to share your experiences with these products, all right? Thank you, Dana, for watching for questions. So share your experience with the Adaptiv line and unmute yourself, okay? So go ahead.
So I'll share mine and Greg's experience with the Adaptiv. We went to Doterra convention in September, and it was like a really crazy time in Greg's work world. And he took vacation, but it really wasn't a vacation, it was working vacation. So I told him I was gonna share this. I don't know, he might pop in here and share some on his own. But he ended up having to do quite a bit of work outside the arena while we were at convention. And so he got kind of stressed out and just, you know, I would say like anxious, really. And it's not like him. I mean, both of us are pretty level, but so we got the convention kit the first day and went back to our place, and I opened everything up and I'm like, here, take this. And I rolled it all over him. I put it in the diffuser and we went to bed. And I think it helped, but I have to say, by day 3, we both kind of looked at each other and we're like, wow, I feel so level. And that is how it's been. We've been taking them once a day is all we've been taking them in the evening is when we take them. And then sometimes we use the roller and sometimes we don't. I try to diffuse the Adaptiv blend in the evening here around the house. And so just the capsules have been amazing.
Very good. And I love how you said it just made us feel level-headed, right?
Yep.
It really does. And you noticed a difference for sure. Anybody else want to share their experience? Go ahead and unmute yourself. What have you noticed? Have you shared it with anybody? Go ahead, Janelle.
I just love it. I love the smell of it, and I got it at convention too. And I actually carry the roller bottle around with me, and whenever I need it, I'll like roll it on. It really helps me, and I like to diffuse it in the house. But it just kind of mellows me out too. And then with the pill, I do it at nighttime to like relax me, help me sleep.
Very good. Very good. Awesome. Awesome. Now, I want you to take a moment to make a list, and anybody jump in here to share your experiences. I want you to make a list of those people you know that struggle with anxious feelings. Or maybe we have the seasonal affective disorder going on right now during the winter months as the days get shorter and there's not quite as much sunshine, okay? I want you to think of those people that you know. Maybe it's in your household, maybe it's outside of your household, maybe it's in your neighborhood, maybe it's amongst your work associates. I want you to think of those people that you might be able to reach out to and bless their life with some Adaptiv, because it is powerful.
Hi, Deb.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I have started my youngest daughter on Adaptiv
Share with
capsule,
us your experience.
and she is a school teacher, her second year teaching, and in a small town, and is very stressful because they have got her doing triple classes in one classroom and on and on. So it's been about 3 weeks now, and we saw her on the weekend, and it's just unbelievable how much calmer she is. She's back to smiling. And I just ordered her some more because I have to order from the States because Canada doesn't have the capsules.
Yep.
I added a roller, and she's going to keep the roller with her for the extra added stress in the classroom. So yeah, she is just unbelievable. It was getting to the point she'd have to go to the doctor and get medication, but this has geared it away from that. So yeah, it's a good
so pleased. That's such great news. Awesome, awesome news. You know, something I also read, in fact, I'm going to open the book here for a minute, okay? So this is the Essential Life book. This is the newest edition, edition 6 of the Essential Life book, okay? And it gives us 3 words in here to guide us in how to use it: relieving, centering, and enlivening. Interesting words, right? Relieving, centering, and enlivening. Very interesting words, all right? And then top uses: chaotic environment and situations, lack of tranquility, loss of composure, poor coping capacity and anxiety, menstruation or menopause with related moodiness and depression. Look at that, okay? So it's obviously hormonally stabilizing. Addictive and compulsive or obsessive behaviors, overthinking. Who do you know that's overthinking? Dana, can you still hear me? Just raise your thumb, okay? Okay, perfect. You can still hear. Okay, awesome. Lack of motivation and mental fatigue. So now I used it before I got on this phone call because I'm actually quite tired. Lack of focus and concentration, inability to stay on task, restlessness. So who do you know that struggles with focus issues? This is an option, right? I actually invited one of my sons to join us online. I don't think he has, but at any rate, upset baby or colic, tired, achy, or weakened muscles. Think about that. Tired, aching, or weakened, okay, really supportive for the brain, okay? Loss of the sense of smell. So I messaged Gail that had reached out to me, Marie, that had a son in an accident that actually lost his sense of smell in a car accident. It actually states it in the book that it's possible use for that specific concern. Wrinkles, skin breakouts, and irritations. Wow, did you think Adaptiv could help with skin? Now go back to those oils that are in the Adaptiv blend. And then you go, oh, of course. All those oils are great for the skin, all right? So great for wrinkles, skin breakouts, or irritations. Great for the brain, Alzheimer's, elevated cortisol levels. Okay, I mentioned that I had noticed that it was decreasing my cortisol levels. I think I just needed to decrease my cortisol levels a little bit more in Europe. Actually, I needed to eat a little bit less too. We had phenomenal food over there. And then to use as a perfume, of course. Okay, so lots of reasons to use that. Remember those 3 words: relieving, centering, enlivening. Okay, interesting word to describe the Adaptiv blend. All right, so really great benefits in that. All right, anybody else want to share your experiences with the Adaptiv line?
Hey, Debbie.
Yeah.
They had a Facebook comment.
Okay.
She said, it's been helping me as I've discontinued Lexapro. This isn't the route for everybody, but my body was ready. I feel grounded when I take the capsule. It quiets my mind and my heart.
Oh, very good. Very good. I love that. So yeah, we're seeing some really great benefit on this, right? Fantastic benefit. I love that. Okay. And it really excites me that it can be so effective for so many. I really believe this product line can be life-changing, as all our products are. And so I believe we can help a lot more than we are helping. So please get out there and share. Refer people to me. If I can help them, I would love to help them, all right? If you are not currently sharing Doterra, then refer them to me, and I will help them, let them know that I'm going to reach out to them. So I hope this has been where I've had coming in and out here of good connections, so I apologize for that. All right, so now what other questions do you have that you want to bring to the table tonight?
One of the things too that's in the blend that we don't get as a single oil is the sweet gum oil. So
tell us about that, Dana. I know you researched that.
Yeah, I can't remember everything about it right off the top of my head, but one of the things I found with the sweet gum oil, good for brain health, also good for your cardiovascular health. So it does support normal blood pressure. And there's some research out there, even with like brain seizure activity and some of that, but it didn't seem quite as strong, and it depended on which part of the sweet gum plant you were using. And I believe the one for the seizure part wasn't the sap like what we have, because we all know different parts of the plant provide different benefits. And so, but the sweet gum was very heart healthy.
Very good, Dana. So, okay, we're anxious. How's it going to affect our heart? In fact, I had an experience in Prague where I was talking with a new friend, and we were sharing life's experiences, and she was sharing with me several experiences where she almost lost her husband, and she went right into a full-on panic attack and started getting a lot of numbness, started getting a lot of heart issues, fainting feelings, and you know what, this is an option for that. Just kind of calm all that down and put the brakes on that spiraling effect that happens when we have a traumatic experience, right? And so who do you know that struggles from having had a past history of traumatic experiences that's affecting their ability to function to their best level? They would benefit from using the Adaptiv line. Okay, thank you, Dana, for sharing that great information. All right, Wendy, have you had any experiences with Adaptiv at all that you want to share?
No, I haven't had any experience, but I'm just wondering, like my husband has got SVT, which is supraventricular attack, and he has had an ablation done, so he's off all his medication that he was on prior to that. So would this Adaptiv help him? Because every once in a while he does still go into a tachycardia, but not as an extreme like as it was a few years ago. Would that help the roller?
I would certainly do that. And so where would you put it? If he's having
On
cardiovascular,
it over his heart.
there you go, Wendy. All right. So that's a really great option, right? And you might also combine that with some copaiba under the tongue
Okay.
or soft gels. All right.
Okay.
And the capsules, the oil over the heart, combining with the copaiba, you're going to get some really great benefit.
Okay, thanks. My oldest daughter too, I gave her, like I had an Adaptiv roller and I gave her mine because she is also a school teacher, but with the adult program. And so she was having stress, so that has helped her. So I just got my order today with some new rollers. So I'm back in business here. So,
Yes,
but
you
I
are.
was thinking of putting a roller in everybody's stocking as a stocking stuffer. So I think I'm going to do that. My next order is going to be that for
Great idea.
Christmas.
What a great idea, Wendy. That's an awesome idea. Okay. And so, and we would all benefit. You know what, as we're coming up on the holidays, we don't have to look any further than our doTERRA store to consider gifts for our families and loved ones, right? There are so many options, and there are still some holiday products available. In fact, Dana, do you happen to know what we're sold out of for certain? I think we're sold out of the Holiday Peace hand washing soap. We're sold out of the Serenity linen sprays. Do you know what else
Yeah.
we're sold out of?
The room spray and the hand soap were what I saw yesterday when I looked. I didn't look today.
Okay. All
The
right.
hand soap says temporary though.
It does.
The
You know,
stretch-
I think they're going to bring back the linen spray too in December 1st. I think they're going to add some more December 1st. So we might see some more coming up in December. And so we still have the holiday products, which are just so much fun. We're gifting those to my husband's pharmacy crew, and they always look forward to our holiday gifts. And so it's really fun to gift something that's really life-changing. And Wendy, what a great stocking stuffer with the Adaptiv roller, right?
And I did order 2 of those small diffusers to be by your bedside. One for my mom for Christmas too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, we ordered one for my husband's brother for Christmas, him and his wife. So yeah, the Brevi diffusers are fantastic. And so that's a great option. I ordered some of the little lava rock diffusers. I love to put behind my toilet in each of the bathrooms and drip some oils on there. And when I don't smell it anymore, go drip some more oils on there, right? And they last quite a while, several days. So just a few oils. So that's a wonderful room deodorizer.
yeah, Canada was sold out pretty quick out of the sprays, so I wasn't able to get the linen spray.
Okay, watch for it in November, or excuse me, December. Where are we going now? What month is it? So December 1st, they're hoping to bring more out. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, and we haven't even got the balls for the dryer yet. So I want to get those.
Yeah,
But
very good. So if you order some more Adaptiv rollers, add that to your order from the U.S. warehouse. Yeah.
Well, I can get the rollers from Canada. It's just the Adaptiv capsules I can't get from Canada.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta work on the Canadian market or the Canadian establishment as far as the governmental entities regarding natural products. So I don't think we have any of the internal capsules, right? Up there.
No. Well, the Serenity we can't. But I did get Copaiba
soft gels.
Yeah, I did get those.
Oh, good.
Like it's just a hit and miss between Canada and US, but at least we can order it from the US, right?
Yeah, I love that, Wendy, that you can order from places. Australia can too, but not all of Europe can order from the US.
So when I put in an extra order,
to be able to order from either.
so when I put in an extra order, my LRPs, does that just get added?
It does. So all
Okay.
of the LRP orders, you're going to get free product credits.
So do I have to go through as an LRP order, or can I just do a one-time order?
I recommend an LRP order,
Okay.
okay? Because at least you're shipping. If it's less than 50 PV, you'll still get your shipping
Okay.
credits, all right? So I recommend LRP orders forever once you're a wholesale customer. Okay, that's
Because they won't let you do that with the holiday stuff though.
you can add those to your LRP order.
But you have to add it that day, right?
So yeah, you can't save it in your cart.
Right.
So you add the holiday products and process it the very same day.
Okay.
Same as if you're using your LRP free product credits for points. If you're using them to pay for your products, you have to process it that same day. Yeah.
Okay.
So
The other question I have is, if I've placed an LRP order already for November, can I do another one
yes, you can.
for November?
Yep, you sure can. You can do as many
Okay.
as you want in the course of a month. And let's say you wanted to ship a gift to a family member or a friend, you can actually change the shipping address on the back office to have it shipped directly to them, and then you're not paying shipping twice, once to you and once to them. Okay.
Okay.
So you
Thanks,
can
Deb.
change the shipping address on that too. So they make it easy for us. They really do.
Yeah. No, thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. All right. Any other questions regarding any health concerns that you're looking for answers for, any solutions for, or any experiences with the Adaptiv line that you'd like to share with us tonight?
I put it in Bryce's classroom 3 times, but I need to ask the teacher if she's noticed anything.
Very
So
good.
I'll do that and get back to you.
So did you say he's using the Adaptiv in the classroom? Or?
Yeah, I have a diffuser in there and she lets me put in the oils I want. And
Okay.
so I started using Adaptiv.
Oh, very good. Awesome. Thank you, Janelle. It's making a difference. You know, I really believe we can make a difference across the board this line. Really great options here. Welcome, Elena. Elena, do you happen to have any experiences with the Adaptiv line?
Yeah, so I just I got the oil. I love it. My kids love it. So the first reaction to the aroma of the oil is just, it really is pleasant. Like, how could you not like it? It's like a mix
How
of
could you not like
sweet.
it?
Yeah. Yeah, it has all the best things. Does it have spearmint in it? And
It does. And it's so yummy.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I could use that as a perfume.
Yeah. It's listed in the book as a perfume too, Elena, amongst all the many good things that it does in supporting our body. Yeah.
So personal experiences, I have used the capsules, and I really enjoyed the research that was talked about during convention. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
It is pretty impressive, isn't it? So what do you remember that you want to share with the group tonight on the research, Elena?
Well, give me a couple minutes and I'll pull up a couple slides and show them to you.
Okay, you do that. You do that. Because I actually tried to go back and find my slides tonight, but I wasn't really successful at that with all the interruptions of following up with people that I had already started in a day. So
yeah, I have them. Give me 2 seconds and I'll get back to you.
Really,
Hey, while she's finding that, this is Wendy.
hey, Wendy.
I was in a bad place and couldn't talk, but now it's quiet. So
Listen.
I have actually noticed a difference. I've been taking the capsules every day, and I've just noticed that I don't get worked up as easy. Like, I'm just able to handle the stress at work, which has been horrendous lately.
Mhm.
I'm just able to handle it easier. That's what I feel like I'm feeling. It may take more time to know for sure, but I just feel like it's all going to be fine. It's all going to be okay. And I know that there's some really kind of hard stuff coming. And I'm like, no, it's all going to be fine. It's all going to work out. So I have noticed that. I did try something today. It took me a long time to remember to put the roller bottle in my purse and have it there. So I always have it with me. I would leave it places. And so about 3/4 of the way home today, I get caught in the worst traffic and I just get all worked up about traffic. And so about 3/4 of the way home, I went, oh my gosh, my roller bottle. So it was like almost too late. Like I really didn't get the effect, but I'm really excited to try that to calm my road rage.
There you go. There you
Because
go.
the
A
traffic
whole
is
nother
so
use,
bad, it
right?
makes me crazy. So new use, road rage.
There you go. So we're going to get in our Essential Life book and we're going to turn to Adaptiv and we're going to add in road rage, right?
There you go. Absolutely. Calm the road rage.
On the road rage. That's awesome, Wendy. Thank you so much. So we've got 2 Wendy's on the phone tonight, one from Canada, Wendy Stoico, and then my sister, Wendy Barrett. So thank you for joining us, all of you.
And I'm in Phoenix, Wendy. So, you couldn't get two more polar opposites right now, right?
That's right. Exactly right. In fact, Wendy, you'll laugh at this. As we flew over from France, we actually flew over the bottom part of Greenland and then on through Canada. And I flew through just to the side of Regina. And I was looking out the window, and my seatmate, who was in the window seat, actually, my seatmate had the windows closed, so I was looking at the one behind me that was open, and just a white blanket of snow over Canada. Just a nice, beautiful white blanket of snow. And I was like, yep, they're cold. So go ahead, Elena, share with us.
Well, I think you can all just talk this through with me, but this is Dr. Hill's information on Adaptiv, and he does such a great job painting such a well-rounded picture of it all. But you can just read the slides here. Obviously, everybody's under a tremendous amount of stress, and it comes in different forms of stress. And I don't think there's one person in the world who hasn't experienced one of these types of stresses, which you can immediately know that the Adaptiv blend is worthwhile for everybody, whether it's chemical imbalances or, it's acute or it's chronic. And there's different variables, right? We, like I said, it can last for a moment and be intense, and we can make good or bad decisions during that moment, or it's just a chronic condition. And he talked about there being a continuum between and kind of like that cycle that he talked about. There's a trigger and a chemical response and physiological changes, and then our body gets us back into balance. And similarly with physiological manifestations. And then he painted the picture, and stop me anytime or add into this, but talked about how there truly are millions of different chemical reactions happening in our brain at any time. And then he broke down specific ones that will be relevant to Adaptiv blend. But he talks about cofactors that we all need to have in our brains for them to function. And if we don't have certain neurotransmitters, interestingly enough, they affect how we feel. And I would say, our personalities even, Eeyore probably didn't have a toning going on his system, so he was always gloomy. But the other one also is we can stimulate on that side and cause those angst. And that's where the GABA cofactors play a part in the whole cycle. And then the third one that he mentioned are alkaloids, and those support the ability to sustain both serotonin and GABA, and that's how they're related to each other. And lastly, everybody's heard this. I mean, as a dietitian, know this better than anybody. I mean, there's tons of research. So if you're deficient in certain omega fatty acids, your brain just is not going to function. Your brain's 70 mostly water and fat. That's what it's made out of. So if you don't have the right fats in there, you're just not going to do well. So that's where the Adaptiv blend comes into place. And for 3 years, they had, let's see, how long had they been working on this?
It's been a few years. They talked about the data over the last 3 years specifically.
Yeah.
So it's for some time. And some of the sales in this blend were kind of like no brainer.
Yeah.
Elena, can you go back 2 slides real quick?
This one?
I don't know, maybe my phone's slow, but I'm still on the same one. There, one more? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That's gamma aminobutyric acid. That's what GABA stands for, if you want to sound like smart. But so there are 3 ways to use the blend: diffusing, topical, and then internal, and there truly is great science that is behind the product. So this is where the GABA comes into place, which is the main inhibitor neurotransmitter acting on GABA brain receptors. And like I earlier said, it kind of keeps your body in balance longer, right? Stop me at any moment if you have some better information.
Well, one thing I want to bring up,
Mm-hmm.
as you're talking about the internal use of this particular capsule and the benefits of that, we know that our gut is responsible for 90% of our serotonin levels. And so if our gut's not healthy or happy, if we're holding our stress in our gut and it's not functioning well, then that's going to affect our brain chemistry for sure. And so what we put into our mouths really matters too. And Dr. Hill brought up the importance of living a healthy and wellness lifestyle, by being attentive to getting the micronutrients that need, by taking the Lifelong Vitality Pack, by nourishing our bodies well, by getting exercise, by getting adequate rest and stress management. All of that really facilitates the overall well-being of the brain. And so clearly we do need to go back and assess the wellness lifestyle, not just give ourselves a pill, right? But assess the entire picture.
Yeah, and this will just go through a couple of the, as we talked about, the GABA, the alkaloids and the neurotransmitters. There's specific herbs and extracts that are there to target and bring balance into the body. And this is where, go ahead and pronounce that one, but scaletium root.
Sclerotium is how they say it.
Sclerotium root.
Hard one to say.
It is, which provides 4 of the main alkaloids that support the neurotransmitters. Also, there's ahi flower, which is super rich in omega-3s, and which, again, we need to support the healthy brain function. And then there's also good old lavender, coriander, wild orange, and fennel. And these are really effective. And they're great sources of linalool, which has been shown to be effective to deal with stress, feelings of stress. So these are the oils. If you look at them in the emotions circle, if you've seen that, it goes really well. So you can see it covers a nice area of the whole circle. So all sorts of emotions are getting taken care of there. And Dr. Hill went into helping us understand the physiology of how just smelling the oils can get into our brains and have that profound effect. Like, how can just smelling something help, right? Someone who doesn't understand the oils. Well, there's actual real physiology and chemistry to show exactly how that happens and how it's pretty significant and how it can change our moods extremely fast. So then he also, just like Debbie just mentioned, he talked about, your foundation is your nutrition, your food, and we all know you can't get enough. You just can't get enough anymore from food. We definitely need to find the best food, but we need to add to it, and that's where the Lifelong Vitality is absolutely foundational. Absolutely. So here's some couple suggestions on how to use the Adaptiv products with alongside some of the other ones. So if you're looking for, this is a great idea for someone who's struggling with mental wellness, to add these 3 products. Often they have poor sleep habits as well. And this is how he suggests how to use them. So it's best used for diffusion throughout the day, the Adaptiv, and then applying as needed, the Adaptiv on the hands, base of the neck, shoulders, or base of the skull. And then he talks about a movement protocol. Oh, these are his protocols. So anyway, so that was his, that's for another fun Wellness Tuesday, but that was kind of his idea on what what products to use in conjunction with the Adaptiv to promote or to help support your body to get back into balance.
And I love that he really covered the fact that the Lifelong Vitality Pack is foundational. If we don't have the micronutrients in the Lifelong Vitality Pack for cellular processes in general, we're going to have some out of balance states in our body.
Absolutely.
Very good, Elena. Thank you for bringing up those slides. Thank you for sharing that. That was awesome. All right. Well, who's left here? And let's go back and invite them to share anything else. I'm going ahead. Anybody else want to share? I think we'll call it a night then and say goodnight to you. But so next week, our class next week, oh my goodness, I forgot the title already. Our class next week, we're going to be talking about cellular health. And let me see if I can find her. You can tell I'm kind of phasing out. Forgive my fatigue here as I adjust back to different hours. So on a week from tonight,
while you're looking, Debbie, I can flash 2 more protocols if that's of
please
interest.
do. Please do. Go ahead and talk about it, Elena.
Oh, sure. Well, here's often with mental well-being, I guess, related to that, energy levels are really low. So he does suggest a few more products. Like we talked about, sleep is definitely goes conjunction with trouble with anxiety and stress, right? But it might also be energy. So here's some more products that really work well. And this one, Mito2 Max, oh my gosh, Dr. I always forget how to pronounce his name. Here my foreignness comes out. Doctor who talked about Copaiba as well, the protocols. He's on the medical panel. A young doctor.
Yeah. Goff, Dr. Goff.
Yes, Goff. Anyway, his favorite product was Mito2 Max, and I heard a whole presentation by him. He's in love with Mito2 Max. And for energy levels, for stress, it inhibits helps counteract cortisol's effects. So if you've got any belly fat, never thought of Mito2 Max as a belly fat solution, but and he showed cool research. So it lowers blood pressure, and so adding that into your routine along with wild origin peppermint and then Motivate is a great way to sustain energy levels throughout the day. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what the message was here. Anybody have some good ads other than the Adapt is really, if you want a systemic response, right, you'll take
Correct.
it internally.
Correct.
Yeah, versus a mental wellness, you would inhale to help with the behavior and thought processes and the like the emotions in the moment.
Absolutely. Very good.
Yeah, that's it.
Very good. Okay, so I found these classes. So next week's class on the 19th of November is Natural Solutions for Your Cellular Health. And we're going to talk a little bit about the different products for cellular health. In fact, as I was talking with Kira earlier today about a family friend with pancreatic cancer, it was really fun talking about cellular health and the products we have. And so think about those products that come to mind for you that you think about for cellular health. And then the last Tuesday of November, I'm going to teach the Essential Oils of the Bible class, which is a really fun one and a very much appreciated one for the holiday season. So bring your friends and family to that one, Essential Oils of the Bible, on November 26th. All of these classes on Tuesday night at 7:30, and the recordings are posted on Creating a Healer in Every Home. So invite your friends and family onto that page as well, okay? Let's educate them. Let's help them feel comfortable living a wellness lifestyle and show them the benefits that we have been experiencing with these products, and they are indeed life-changing. So difference in the world, together we can help a lot more people. And so I encourage you to reach out to those around you. I will help you. Your upline will help you. Who's ever invited you on this phone call will help you, and we'll help you share those in your communities. So we really can create a healer in every home. If you have a good resource book, like this Essential Life book and a box of essential oils, you can do most anything, okay, with each product. And so you really can find solutions. And that's what I do all day long, is get in my books and help people find solutions for their specific concerns and show them how they can do that themselves and take control of their health and wellness issues, okay? So it's really up to us to live a healthy wellness lifestyle and to get in the mode of prevention. So, all right. So if you know anybody who's sick, send them our way, right? Or share the oils, give them a product experience. So we're going to be talking on this Friday. We've got a builder call for those who want to learn how to share better. And then we're going to be changing those builder calls from Friday morning at 8:30 where they've been to Monday evening, to Monday night at 8:00 p.m. We'll keep them to a half hour. This call is usually an hour, but we'll keep our builder calls to a half hour. And that will be a nice challenge that I'm accepting and going forward. So if you can just jump on with us for a half hour while you're getting the little ones' teeth brushed and jammies on and whatnot, let them participate in that. They usually get really animated, and they usually want to hear and see what you're doing and see our faces. And so you can make it a fun family time too, okay? So just mute yourself and join us as a family, all right? So look forward to that on Monday nights at 8 p.m., beginning November 25th. Which one will make that change over? Okay, so the other calls will be moved to Monday nights at 8 p.m. So mark that down, and we'll help you learn how to share. Now, for those of you who are wanting to learn how to share better, we've got Elise Chedevy's mentor calls, daily mentor calls on dailymentorcalls.com. You can download a subscription for that for free and listen to those each day, and join our builder calls on Monday nights at 8 to go through those with you, to help train you to those specific skill sets of ease, to share with ease, okay? So, and find joy in sharing. So anyway, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you to everybody who joins us. And for those who watch the video recording later on, please post your questions below the video recorder, and we will respond to those as a group, okay? So I'm going to turn off the recorder for now. And live